Okay, welcome back to Rambling with Rainstorm Live. It's me, Rainstorm Live. And in this episode, I'm talking about the rebrand. Because, I'm I don't know. I was thinking about it. And in the, I threw away some trash and now my entire trash can is tweaking as everything settles. Off topic. But I was thinking, Rambling with Rainstorm Live is so wordy and it's such a mouthful to deal with, and honestly the more I think about it, the more I just don't like having that be the podcast name, because it wasn't really thought about for very long. It was really just oh yep, here's this, and one and done kind of deal. And I don't know, it doesn't feel very thought out, and that really bothers me. So, I'm currently in the process, and have been in the process, of rebranding the podcast to much better. I also didn't have a logo for before, because I had, no clue what I wanted to do. But, me and my best friend, aka Canva, because I love using Canva to do things that are super... I don't know. Canva's a very great tool. I love Canva, personally. But, yeah. So me and Canva, the website, remade the logo for the new podcast. It has the title. And I feel like it's just much more, thought out. And I really like that. I'm still sick, if you guys can't tell. Which is so fun, because that makes it, really great for me to try and do things. But yeah. So, I'm rebranding the podcast. And with that, all of the podcast promo. It is no longer going to be Rambling with Rainstorm Live, simply because I don't like it. And it wasn't thought out. And if this ever becomes a really big thing, I want it to be have more thought put into it. And so I've put more thought and time and effort into it. And yeah, so God, this episode's so short, especially for being my season finale, and also for being right after an 18-minute long episode. That's kind of embarrassing for me. But anyway, the podcast is getting rebranded, and it's going to be more thought out, and it's going to have regular uploads, hopefully. I don't know, I talked about that. I already know what I want to talk about for the first episode of season 2, so hopefully that'll be out October 6th, which is when it is coming out, I do believe, the next time, if I keep my bi-weekly episodes, because yeah. Or no, it'll come out October 7th is the next podcast episode, because I do them every other week, which is not bad. So, okay. Yeah. The podcast is getting rebranded, and hopefully this time it'll be way more in-depth and way more thought out, and just overall, have so much more effort put into it, potentially some music, potentially, guest stars, that kind of thing. Just stuff that's, that much more thought out. I know in previous episodes I've talked about wanting to have a visual element to it, which I think would be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to start that right off the bat for season 2, just because that's I don't know, I'm not ready to have that set up and to do all of that at the moment. But I definitely want to do that in the near future. Would be pretty cool. Okay, well, I won't say near future, just because me and my track record of consistency is not super great. But yeah, hopefully it'll be soon. I'm hoping that I will get things going and more consistent much better. especially with promo and all of that, just because I feel like I've wasted, like, so much time and effort into promoting my stuff. And, like, I don't know, I feel okay about rebranding the podcast right now, just because I have, like, max 5 listeners, and 3 of those are my dad. So also, if you're my dad seeing this, or listening to this, I guess, hi, hello. But, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a rebrand before we get too far into this and before it gets, like, too big, and that makes it a lot harder in the future to rebrand for it. I don't know, I guess I should stop rambling, and I suppose I should unveil words. Yeah, I don't know how you would pronounce that. I think it's unveil the new podcast name. I'm gonna keep talking though, because spoiler alert, you don't get that yet, just yet. This is what clickbait is, you guys. Reigns from Life clickbait 2025, real not fake. Anyway, I want to keep my 15 episode seasons just because I feel like that's a really good number. And, like, I don't know, especially if they're all shorter episodes, then that doesn't put a lot of people in, like, I have to spend hours listening to a 50 episode season and the next season drops in 2 days. Like, that's so crazy to me. But I feel like 15 and, like, 10 to 20 minute episodes is not bad, because, you know, then it's more manageable. And yeah, so with that, season 2 and the official rebrand will be coming out October. Wait, before I say that, I should actually check my calendar. Hold please, everybody. Yes, Tuesday, October 7th, 2025, we'll start season 2 and the official rebrand of the podcast, which will be called, drumroll please, Unsubscribed, Off the Record, because I thought that was pretty cool. And the thought process behind it is that I'm very unfiltered a lot of the time, but, and, like, I don't know, technically it is on the record because it's on the internet, but it's the internet, guys. It's going to be forever. I'm going to say a lot of things. I doubt this will be my, red flag or, like, streak in the air or whatever the saying is. But yeah, I thought unsubscribed would be pretty cool, just because then I can, like, with a visual element, I can, like, have one of the director thingies, and on it it'll say, like, unsubscribed, and that could be the intro video to all of the podcast pieces, or something like that. And I thought it'd be really cool. And then Off the Record, just because it's more of, like, a personal kind of thing rather than my streams are or my YouTube videos, and so it feels more off the record than it does with those. But yeah, that's the new name, guys. Unsubscribed, Off the Record. And you can find it in all of the super awesome places. Let's see. The places you can find the podcast are Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, YouTube, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Pocket Casts, Deezer, Listen Notes, and Player FM. And then also in Overcast, Castro, Castbox, Good Pods, and True Fans, apparently. I didn't know that there could be that many podcast places. I think the only places I'm not listed right now is iHeartRadio. I don't know if I want to get listed there. I might. That might be something I do for season 2. But yeah, so there you guys go. You can listen to it in all of those places. And of course, you can listen to it here on Buzzsprout, which is where I started it. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool, you guys. And I'll see you next season. October 7th. Keep it in mind. Put it on your calendars. It'll be there. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast and for sticking around. It means a lot to me. And if you happen to like the podcast, you should, not be what the podcast is and subscribe. So then you can see all of my super awesome stuff, all the places that I post it, and I stream all the time. At least I used to. I'm getting better at it. But yeah, go follow my streams and follow my YouTube and all of the socials. I will say I don't use Twitter that much anymore, but that's because it's Twitter, and who does? But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for sticking around and being here. And don't forget to like and subscribe if that's still a thing. So, yeah. Bye, everyone.